see. Who's up at this time? Who's on TikTok at this time besides me? Who else is on TikTok right now? I'm normally not on at this time, so I'm just like seeing what's up, who's on, who's awake at this time. All you normal people, this is normal times for you. You're like, what do you mean awake? Girl, I'm normally not awake at this time. I live a different lifestyle, okay? So, I wanted to see what's up, okay? I wanted to see who wanted to yap about how to attract men who invest in you. If you're not accustomed to men investing in you, I'm going to show you a very, very easy and simple way. No joke, like turning on a light switch. Turning on a light switch. I teach you how to attract them. I teach you how to vet for them. I teach you how to make sure that they're gems. Men who invest in you, men who make your life easier, and men that do not dysregulate your nervous system. What does that mean? He's a provider and a protector. That is the modern day provider protector. So drop in the chat, are you on the dating apps? Married, dating, single? What's going on in your dating life? Are you accustomed to men who invest in you, or is this a new concept to you? Are you used to the opposite? You investing in men, you doing all this shit, and them just being worthless, useless. I'm going to teach you how to get rid of those useless men instead of getting attached and falling in love, and worst case scenario, marrying the loser. And then realizing, oh, he's never going to change, and then having to exit that relationship, okay? We've all been there. We've all done that, myself included. How do you think I created the system? Been there, done that. Been there, done that, okay? So drop your questions in the chat. If we don't have too many questions, we can just like chill out. I think I have to go get my glasses adjusted. I feel like they keep slipping off my nose, but then at the same time, if I push them too back, my lashes are like touching the lenses. You know, first world problems. First world problems. Okay, what questions do you have? Where are you all from? Are you on the dating apps? Are you single? Are you accustomed? Are you used to attracting men? Do you like to do it out in the wild? Are you on the apps? Do you do it on social media? How are you attracting these men? Or are you the type of woman that feels like she's not attracting these men? You're not attracting the men that you actually want. If that's your issue, that's an easy problem to solve. I teach you in my system. Phase 1, I teach you how to get on the dating apps with the right pictures and the right words. When you do the right pictures and the right words, you immediately start attracting all types of men. All types of men. So the men out in the wild are the same men out on the social media, out on the dating apps, out everywhere on the internet. Like you are a woman on the internet, same with these men. So when you learn how to become visible to them with the right marketing, pictures, and words, you start attracting these men. Once you start attracting these men, phase 2, my system called the blueprint, I teach you how to turn on their masculine switch to ensure and vet for gems. Gems are men who invest in you, give you queen treatment, date 1. Men who make your life easier, and men who do not dysregulate your nervous system. These are men who are what? Providers and protectors, okay? These are providers and protectors. You only want to be dating that type of man. And have you noticed most men aren't men? Because that is the most masculine type of man out in the world, a provider and a protector. But most men aren't at the level. Have you noticed they're not at the level? So I teach you because you're going to start attracting all type of men. The men that aren't at the level, meaning they don't reach your standard, okay? They ask you, well, why should I be doing this for you? Why should I invest in you? Why aren't you investing in me? What do you bring to the table? All sorts of shit, right? Arguing for their limitations instead of what? Meeting the standard. meeting the standard. So I had a date last night, okay? And the standard for me, since I started this system, hi Luminous, how are you? Since I started this system, I get queen treatment date 1. And actually, I really started this system when I attracted my ex-boyfriend. I only had the first phase of the system. Phase 1 is marketing. The right pictures and the right words. I got them on the apps, right? And that's how I attracted my ex. So technically, I've had this system since then. Only the first phase. Phase 2 and 3, I learned why. Hi, good morning, Christina. How are you? We have a blueprint babe in the house. Christina is out in Canada and she is a blueprint babe. Thank you so much. So she comes and hangs out with us in our lives, but she is applying the system out in Canada. Good, thanks. You just fired one last night, you know? Get rid of the trash, because once you get rid of the trash, guess what? You get the babes that give you the flowers, okay? When you vet them out, you get the gems. Get the trash out, okay? When the words and the actions aren't matching up, they're manipulating you. Congratulations on firing. That means you have space to fill, honey. You got some space. You got some work to do this weekend. You got some work to do. So, speaking of, right? I'm going to be posting a TikTok later about this, but I'm going to tell you the story with the babe. Nah, I haven't slept. I got a lot of energy. Coffee, you know? Being on live gives me a lot of energy. I've been working inside of our community, the lab, so I've been doing that. Been making content. Since I've been expanding, I have a lot of work to do, okay? And in addition to that, I need to start, I'm conceptualizing, right? I'm coming up with the things that I know I need to update the blueprint to 2.0 with. So a lot of activity going on here. You can't sleep when the brain is juicy, right? It's got shit going on, okay? Got shit going on, okay? So the roster is rostering, baby. When you're roster dating, you just detach and you let the roster roster. Where were you last night? I missed you. Yeah, what happened last night? Thursday. Was it Thursday or was it Wednesday? Oh, last night was Thursday night. I was on yesterday, so the night before. So Wednesday, I was like my battery was so like zero. And then we had Wednesday, I had group coaching. So I literally saved the only energy that I had for our 8 p.m. group coaching. And then after that, I get so much energy because this is just so much fun to me. So it got a lot of energy. Okay, so the date, let me let you know. So yeah, so after I got off that call, I was just like, right. That Wednesday, the date went well. We have a tentative date scheduled on Saturday. So the roster is rostering. So I teach you how to talk to multiple men, date multiple men. Why? So you're not putting all your eggs in one basket. If you're talking to one man, dating one man at a time, and he does a dumbass shit that men do in the wild out in the dating market right now, you're not going to like dating. It's not going to be as fun because you're attached to an outcome coming out of this particular man who may or may not show up. So last Thursday, this all happened in a week, okay? 7 days. The roster is rostering, okay? Last Thursday, I was talking to a man. We had a tentative date to go out for a steak dinner. Didn't set it up officially. Complete silence on Thursday. He hits me up on Friday, okay? He's out. Tuesday, I had a last minute date. This babe bought me some stuff from Trader Joe's, bought me some flowers. On his way here, he says, hey, I'm sorry to do this, but do you have time tomorrow? My brother's car's stalling. I got to go pick him up. I was like, no, babe, I don't have time tomorrow because I did it, okay? I had already gave him a time slot on Tuesday, which I don't see men on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Why? Those are my blueprint babe days. Those are the days I have group coaching. That's my focus. I only go on dates Mondays and Thursdays, okay? And if a man is lucky, he may get a weekend. Maybe, depending on what the date offer is. Like this date, tentative, may not happen because tickets are sold out, which sucks because I would have really loved to go. Anyways, so that guy falls off. First date falls off because he's a dumbass. Second date falls off because life happened. Third date in a week. So Thursday to Thursday, I have this one man buy me the flowers that Tuesday babe was going to deliver and buy me a steak dinner that Thursday babe the week before missed out. Okay? So the roster is rostering. Okay? Because the men that just fall out, you literally have another one replacing them. And when life happens to one man, there's no reason to get upset about it because you're talking to other people. There's no attachment to outcome. So he did a pretty good job, right? Good job. I'll take it. I'll take it because I hadn't gone on a date in like a month. And I really wanted some flowers this week. And that's why I accepted the date on Tuesday, my Trader Joe's babe, because what? He was going to buy me flowers. And I just really wanted flowers this week. I haven't had flowers in probably not a month, but like a couple weeks because I hadn't been on a date in like a month because I'm really picky. Real picky. So date went well, staying detached, observing the positive and negative data, right? Positive and negative data because everybody's human being. So last night we had originally planned to go out to this art gallery, but they closed at 4 and we weren't meeting until 7. So I decided to do something that I normally don't do for first dates, which is dinner. So we did steak dinner and we came back to, well, literally the place is right in the same like area that I live in. I can walk to this place, literally. Pretty much in my complex, okay? Pretty much. So there's like a shopping strip right in front of my complex. It's literally right there. So we go there. And then I come back, we do a couple laps with Luca, and he's on his way home. That's it. That's it. So normally, I don't do dinner dates, and I definitely don't do walking dates. Well, I won't lie. After a date, I'll normally come back and we'll walk Luca, because I want to see how Luca is with this guy. I don't know, it's just part of my test, okay? And I want to see how this man is with my dog, most importantly, okay? Because my dog's real weird. Okay, so if a man can't listen to instructions when I'm giving him to keep his ass from not getting bit, that's on him. Okay, however, that's that. So that went really well. However, do I see him long term? Probably not. A woman is the worst possible investment. Okay, why do I teach you ladies to be on the dating apps? The losers are going to tell on themselves. Okay. So if you ever matched with this loser dude, right? This loser dude, you didn't even have to say anything to him. He said enough for you that you could just easily be like, okay, unmatch, done, bye. That's it. It's that simple. And that's what the beauty is of being on social media, being on dating apps. These men will tell on themselves like this. And the men that actually want you, like you, will do whatever. They will invest in you in every way, shape, or form. So the date last night, okay, like I said, I don't do dinner first dates. That's just not my thing anymore, okay? 1, it's a high-calorie activity, and 2, it's boring. It's boring as fuck to me, okay? I'm not going to yuck people's yum. If you're in that season of dating, have fun, especially wherever you're living. Where I live, it's a bunch of mom and pop and a bunch of chains, okay? There's, I think, 1 Michelin, maybe 2 Michelin, okay? But it takes a particular person to go to those type of environments. So that's what I got in the small little city that I live in now. Or just like area that I live in, county. So I get to pick and choose. I only chose dinner last night because the day before I was feeling low energy. And honestly, I just didn't want to get out of my bubble. So I showed up however the fuck I wanted to show up. I did whatever I wanted to do. He fit into my life. Okay. I was willing to go out and do the art gallery, but since that wasn't happening, I wasn't going to go far. I ain't going nowhere. I'm not trying anything new. I wanted something that I knew I'd enjoy. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, so last night the guy said we aren't compatible because I don't like outdoorsy things like camping, like van life. I was like, oh my God, you're so right. Oh, girl, yeah, no. For a moment in time, like, van life sounds cute until you look at the reality of it. And that's not for me either. For a moment in time, my ex-husband and I spoke about that lifestyle. I didn't know shit back then. Okay, it just sounded cool. It looked cool. I was a dumbass back then. Don't ask me. Literally, no one would recognize who I am now. I think about sometimes like, oh, if my ex-husband looks me up, like, you can Google me and my shit just pops up, right? I was like, I wonder if he sees me. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. If he ever Googles me, finds me, watch my shit, how unrecognizable I'd be. How unrecognizable I'd be. Okay? I love that shit. But that's the thing that you should do. You should be unrecognizable to people of your past. No, I could never do van life. Ugh, right? He's like, go canoeing, camping for 2 weeks. Oh, in a tent? Oh, no, honey. So my last date, the one that I had a month ago that I vetted for him because he owns a moving company and I'm moving. That's why I connected, right? Just a good networking connection, regardless of it. Obviously, it didn't go anywhere. It just fizzled out, right? Like most things do. He was talking about he does that kind of shit too. And I made sure part of my vetting question is, I asked him, I was like, do you have any friends to do that with? Or did you do that with your ex-girlfriend, ex-partners? Because I'm like, who the fuck are you expecting to be doing that? Not me. Not me. Okay. So the reason why the guy I went on the date last night, he's definitely not long-term. The only reason I accepted this second date is because it was something that I would really, really like to do. Tickets are sold out. I'm willing to like get to know him more, especially because funny enough, small world, we were in the same, he's still in the same industry, the marketing company that I used to work for. He works for the competitor for the company that I work for. So same industry, very small world. He was so funny. When he started talking about CPG brands, he was like talking about Unilever and their contract with Unilever. And I was like, I'm sorry. I'm like, if you don't mind me asking, because he said I work for a large company. One of my contracts, Unilever, yap, right? And I was like, if you don't mind me asking, what company do you work for? And then he says the name. I was like, shut up. I was like, I work for Product Connections. Like, you're a competitor. Okay. He wasn't familiar with the brand, but anyways, long story short, I get the world that he comes from. So that's pretty cool. But the thing that, girl, once he started talking about this, literally I told him to stop. Okay. Get ready for it. Get ready for it. So it made sense once he reminded me, okay? But in the moment when he was telling me, I was like, please stop. Just stop right now. Okay, so he went to school to be a zoologist, or like zoology, whatever, right? Pretty much biology, but he's like into animals, okay? He's into snakes. He has snakes and like mice and guinea pigs, and I don't even know whatever the fuck else he has. He has a kid as well and a dog, okay? That's a lot. And that whole snake shit, I like dogs. That's where we stop around here. And maybe a beta fish coming soon, okay? But this is the beauty of roster dating. This is the beauty of being a blueprint babe. So if you want fabulous results, amazing results, queen treatment, and who gives a fuck if it lasts, if there's not compatibility, that's a point of going on date one, right? Why are you going to fall in love with one person when they're actually not a perfect fit? Okay? Not a great fit. Choose your adventure. One-time purchase. Today I have a coupon code. Thank you so much, Christina. You will get the one-time purchase with the code BB30. You'll get it for $127. Normally it's $157, so you're getting $30 off. Or you can join my community. It is a 6-month commitment, $57 a month. That is less than $2 a day. So funny, last night I had a gentleman come in here and he says, that's less than $2 a day. And I was like, what are you yapping about? What are you soliciting in here $2 a day? What man in here, what are you yapping? He's like, the math. He's like, $57 a month, that's less than $2 a day. He's like, that's less than a coffee. And I was like, you know what? That's right. Literally, I go to Wawa, my coffee is between like $2.50 and like $2.99. The community is $1.90 a day. So $57, 6 months, less than $2 a day. So choose your adventure. One-time purchase, you do get the $30 off. Why? I'm updating the blueprint. All blueprint babes, once you invest in it, you will always get the update. Anytime I update it, refine it, anything, you get the update for free. So right now, because I'm in the interim, anybody who purchases now, they get blueprint 1, but you will get 2.0 coming soon. Still working on it. So this code is going to disappear once 2.0 is finished. Can't guarantee when it's going to happen. It can happen in 2 days. It can happen in 2 weeks. I'm going to make sure to get it done in less than a month though. Okay. That's my goal for myself. Okay. What's this about? Welcome. So we yap about attracting men who invest. We yap about how to get yourself out in the market, become visible to men in the wild, on social media, on dating apps. And once you become visible to these men, you start attracting men who invest in you, who give you queen treatment date 1. So like my date last night, okay? Complete gentleman, flowers, pick me up, open my door, very like sweet, walking me around, at dinner, very nice, okay? We had a really nice original date, fell through, but this was what I decided to do, okay? So, queen treatment date 1. Some of my blueprint babes are getting even different things. You want to hear something that blueprint babes are getting that I've never even thought of getting or even asking for? 2, I know so far. One of them, I'll show you the review since we're yapping about it. This babe, her name is Jen. And Jen, she bought my system, did the solo adventure in 10 days. She says, first try and first success. The blueprint already paid for itself. This woman has really long, thick, beautiful hair. She got her babe to send her money to get her hair done. So it more than paid for itself. Meg did the system alone and then later decided to join the community. And she says it paid for itself 2 times over in 4 days for me. Second date, he bought me flowers again and a Starbucks drink, literally all because of you. You changed my life. So Meg, let me tell you, so that was date 2, right? So let me tell you about date 1. She went from not really getting too many matches, unattractive men, right? She said, all she would see are the trolls. And as soon as she updated her profile with my system, she started getting more matches and hotter men. Okay. More matches, hotter men. So first date with this babe, he picks her up. He buys her flowers, takes her to the hair salon, and then wines and dines her. Date 1. Okay. Date 1. So whatever you want, you just vet for these men. The men that like you enough and have the money to do it will do whatever you want. But if you don't know how to, 1, find them, attract them, because you don't have to find them, you just have to attract them. So how do you attract a man? You literally exist. They have to be able to see you. Okay? So I teach you how to gain visibility. And with the right pictures, the right words, marketing. Phase 2 of my system, I teach you how to turn on their masculine switch. When their switch is on, it's like the light. They're in do mode. They're doing for you. If their switch is off, like most men in the modern dating economy, what do they do? Thank you so much, Christina. I love flowers. What are these men doing? They're sitting back and not doing shit. And if they're not doing shit for you, guess what? You're doing all the shit for them. So that means your boyfriend, and he's pretty princess, just getting to sit back and relax. Not around here, honey. Men in your life work. But if you don't know how to put them to work, turning on their switch, you're never going to know how to find investors. Men who treat you, queen treatment, date one. You're never going to find a man who is going to make your life easier or not dysregulate your nervous system, meaning he's not going to stress you out. He's not going to scare you. He's not going to do things that, make you feel unsafe. When your nervous system is dysregulated, you're in fight, flight, or fawn. That's your body saying, hey, you're not safe. What's going on? You better do something. You better fight. You better run the fuck away. Or you better chill the person out in front of you. Fawn. Those are men who are what? They're not protectors, are they? They're the opposite. Predators. Well, I don't want to say predators, but they're not safe, right? Not safe. So why would you ever give a man your resources who isn't a provider and most importantly, a protector? Because most men understand they need to be providers, investors. But most men don't understand in the modern dating economy or dating market or just modern everything how to be a protector. They'll step up if they need to step up and protect you if someone's getting whatever with you. But how often is that going to happen? Not too often, right? Unless you do stupid shit all the time. Then that's a different story and we'll get to that later, okay? But what really is going to happen is everything that happens behind closed doors. The fights that you're having, the arguments, the this, the that is where the dysregulation is going to happen. And the scariness is going to happen. Because I don't know about you, but I've been in pretty scary situations before, okay? And I'm teaching you how to not get into them, okay? Not get into them. Alrighty, so what question? What's this Wawa you talk about? It's a gas station. It's like a gas station and they have like not like a deli, but like I don't know, like you can buy food there, coffee, drinks, lots of snacks, all the things. I love Wawa. Funny enough, my ex-boyfriend really introduced me to Wawa. Okay, how can I decide between a man who's wanting to invest, but I'm not too keen on him? I would just vet him out. So what I teach you is to only date men that you're attracted to. So if you're not really keen on him and he's investing in you, it's going to start feeling icky because you're not keen on him. You're going to start feeling, I don't want to say unethical, but it does get into unethical territory because you're just taking from a man and you're not really liking giving him your resources. It's just going to feel gross. Just don't do it. You can easily, especially if you're a blueprint babe, you can easily just vet him out and find men that you're actually attracted to. Okay. Oh, good. I go to investment parties. Yeah, what are investment parties? Okay, I get investment to restaurant parties. That's interesting. That's cool if you have that kind of social network. Okay, they always start out good, then turn out bad. Yeah, but that's humanity. And the thing is that when I teach you with my system, it's this introductory period. The first message, first hello, to the first date, and then as you continue to get to know them, watching behavior, investment signals over time. And as I update the blueprint to 2.0, I'm going to start touching more in behavior. Because I talk a lot about investment, but since now I've added in the dysregulation, making life easier is already part of the blueprint. But this nervous system aspect, I've started recently just kind of discovering and talking about. I'm going to update that a little bit in the blueprint as well. So if you're ready for my system, tap the banner below, choose your adventure. You can do a one-time purchase. Normally it's $157. For the 2.0, it's going to be $157, but since it's not 2.0 just yet, I'm giving you a discount code of $30 off. So you'll get it for $127. You'll get the first iteration, so Blueprint 1.0. Amazing results. Blueprint babes are getting immediate, overnight, life-changing results. Those are their words, not mine. Okay. So enjoy the $30 off, one-time purchase, $127, or you can join my community. You get my system, but you also think of me as like, you get to text me whenever you want. Thank you so much. I love flowers. Appreciate you, Jessie. Love flowers. Can you tell? I absolutely love flowers. Okay. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So when you are vetting for men who invest in you, make your life easier, keep your nervous system regulated, they're gems. These are provider and protector men. Are they going to be the best of the best fit for you long term? Not all of them. But that's why you're dating them. And that's why you stay detached and you're observing their investment and behavior over time. That's how dating works. But most women's issue is they're talking to one man at a time, dating one man at a time, or they are just getting hyper-focused on one man, even though there's other men interested that are decent men. Nothing wrong with them. Okay? The only reason they're not interested in them is because they're so hyper-focused on a man who's not not reciprocating that. But the funny thing is that's why you're hooked on him, because he's not reciprocating. Yeah, I'm still awake. I went to Wawa and got coffee instead of going to sleep. I just already have some energy. And I have these cycles, like, this is just how my normal hormone cycle kind of is. So I'm used to pulling all-nighters. When I was in college, I worked full-time and I went to school full-time. So pretty much I'd stay up all night writing my papers, doing my homework, studying. I'd get up to go to class, and then afternoon, get home, get ready for work, get to work, close, and then do it all over again. Okay? Do it all over again. Alrighty, so I'm kind of in that cycle and phase. Yeah, I've been up for a while now. I've been up for a while now. Okay. A good investment invited to restaurant parties. Okay, yes. They start out protectors and turn into predators. So here's the thing, right? That's how men are. Yeah. But that's why men are our apex predator. So when they're protectors, their switch is on for protector. If you do shit to get them angry, right? Not that it's your fault, but sometimes, you provoke people. If you provoke a man, of course, he's going to become a predator. You do too, right? If someone provokes you further enough, except men just do it quicker, okay? But that's why when you're vetting for these men, some men go more predator than others, okay? And those are the ones you want to vet out because they're not safe. Thank you so much. Those are the ones that aren't safe. So some men have standards for themselves, boundaries, lines that they will never cross with a woman. Okay? Other men don't give a fuck. You need to vet those ones out. But most women end up staying with these men. Why? Because they think that they don't have any options, or they're just super attached, super in love with a fucking loser, hoping and praying that he's going to change when he never will. The data has shown otherwise. So if you're ready to start dating, attracting men who are going to invest in you, providers and protectors, invest in you, make your life easier, keep your nervous system regulated, you can purchase my system. It's a one-time purchase. Today, you get it for $127 with this discount code, so you're getting $30 off. Or you can join my community. It is a 6-month commitment, $57 a month. That is less than $2 a day. So less than my Wawa coffee that I have every day, almost every day. Almost every day. It's fine as long as you're feeling well enough. Yeah. I think too, because Wednesday I was literally so low energy. I was in bed like almost all day. And then I had my group coaching call. I got a lot of energy from that. I went to bed not too late, I don't think, Wednesday night. And then yesterday I did my normal thing, woke up at my normal time, live, went out on my date, and then have just been working all night. And this doesn't even feel like work to me. It's literally just I'm hanging out with you. Like I can't. I purposely designed my life to be this way. Funny enough, when I started my whole like online business, before I even started about dating, my business was about consciously designing your life. Thank you. Thank you so much. So I have worked for so many people and I've made millions of dollars for all of these companies. And I'm like, bro, I'm fucking tired of working in these jails. They've given me all this shit for my trying to build an online business, all this stuff. They literally just like, they own you. They think that they own you and they think that like you shouldn't be doing shit on your own because what? I don't know, 24/7. If you're not obsessed with your work, whatever. I don't want to fucking talk about it. Anyways, long story short, I ended up exiting out working for someone and then jumped into the gig economy. So I was doing Uber Eats, Instacart. What? Because I didn't want to work for anybody else. I would rather do that. Paid pretty decent. Had some part-time jobs, right? Here and there as I continued to build my business. And now we've expanded exponentially. We have Blueprint Babes across the world. We're an international group of women. We're all ages and we are all ethnicities. Okay. I love my all-nighters, but it threw off my sleep. Yeah, so I don't normally do all-nighters. I'll stay up late, but I'll maybe do like 2, maybe 3 a month. Probably not even that much. How many people are in the community now? 20. So I have a couple women who haven't even like entered in the community. I just haven't heard back from them. But right now we have a total, I believe there's like 24 of us now. 24, like actually in the community. 23, hold on, let me see. I know we had a babe join last night. We had 3 babes go solo. We had 1 babe join the community. Let me see. Sorry, my computer's taking forever to load. I don't know. We'll get there in a minute. How was your date last night? It went well. It went well. These are the flowers. He did well. Okay. It was a nice conversation. Like, I don't know. To me, dates always go well because I vet really well and can't you tell them a good time? Okay. If they're fucking boring, like I'm gonna figure something out to like entertain myself because I like asking questions. I'm a very curious person, so I'll just get to know them for one night and then adios. So I have a tentative date scheduled with this guy on Saturday because the date he offered was very, very interesting. But the tickets are sold out, unfortunately. So he said he's on a waiting list. So I said, yeah, keep me posted. We'll see. Hopefully that something cancels. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. If not, it is what it is. It would have been super cool to go to it, though. Super fucking cool. I didn't even know that it was happening. So it was cool that he at least brought it to my attention. I believe it's 23 of us. It's showing 23. I feel like it's 24, but right now it's looking at 23. Did you go again? My income comes on 1. What, babe? How do you join the community? Okay, so Renee, that's my middle name. Great question. So you join the community. Hold on really quick. All right, so tap the banner below and you're gonna choose the Blueprint Plus guided. So it's called the Lab. It's a 6-month commitment. It is $57 a month. So you get the system. You also get, think of it like you get to text me whenever you want, send me screenshots, ask questions, whenever you need guidance. I'm there to guide you in the chat. Other women get to support you if they have anything to say, right? You get to see how I've guided other women. You get weekly group coaching Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Okay, so if you can't join Tuesday, there's always Wednesday. You don't have to join every week, but that's the time that we just get to talk to each other. I get to hear how your week was. I get to answer any questions. If you need more of that one-on-one guidance, more than just text, we get to have those conversations then. Does age matter? Absolutely not. So I just turned 40 in January. I've been on the dating apps since like 32, 33. We're an international group of women. We're all over the world, all ages. We're between 20 all the way up into our 60s, and all ethnicities. So age does not matter. And I officially, again, age does not matter for you or for them. This year, I officially became a cougar. So I started dating men in their 20s. However, last night, the man that I went on a date with was in his 50s. Okay? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. As long as you're vetting for quality men. But I teach you how to do that. So you don't even have to worry about that. Don't even have to worry about that. So what are the questions you have? If you're ready for my system, you can tap the Service Plus button, or you can tap my icon. The link is at the top of my bio. If you do the one-time purchase, make sure you take this discount code with you to get $30 off. So today it is a one-time purchase of $127, or you can join my community. It is a 6-month commitment. You're in there for 6 months with us, $57 a month. Okay, that's less than $2 a day for 6 months. Okay, less than $2 a day. All right, so if you do become a Blueprint Babe, drop it into the chat. I want to make sure that I welcome you. We have a Blueprint Babe in the house. I believe Christina is still in here. Christina is a very unique Blueprint Babe. Why? One, she's out in Canada, and two, she's on Raya. Okay, I don't have any other babes that are on Raya, so I think that's really cool. I think that's super cool because she gets to experience different things, right? And it's cool to be able to apply the system in different arenas, okay? So drop your questions in the chat, and if you do become a Blueprint Babe, let me know. Let me know. Thank you so much. So my system is a very, very simple system to apply. 3 phases. The first phase is your marketing phase. You're going to be on the dating apps, okay? My system works on all men. So guess what? The men that are on the internet, on the dating apps, on social media, they're the same men out in the wild, okay? The same way you're a woman right now on the apps, on TikTok, on the internet, you're out in the wild, right? Same. Okay, the thing is that once you become visible online to people, you're going to attract all types of people, all types of men, okay? Trash men you're not interested in, men who are just going to steal your resources, because men, when you're dating them, or if they're talking to you, they want your resources. Time, attention, validation, physical presence, all the way up to the cookie, okay? You get to determine how much of your resources that you give them. But have you noticed most men don't even realize that they're robbing you blind? You're giving them your resources and they're not even investing. Most of them aren't even offering you to a dinner date, okay? They're offering you gym, coffee, drink, a walk, an ice cream. That one's a new one, okay? How many of you have been offered ice creams? I'm not doing a high-calorie activity with a fucking stranger. Get out of my face with that shit. What? No. No. So, you get to pick and choose, though. You get to choose a man who's not investing in you, low effort, just to get access to you. They're going to do the very, very, very fucking bare bone nothing For what? You. And you're saying yes to it, not realizing that you're giving away finite resources. It is a high calorie activity, okay? Unless you're smart about it. But that's another reason why I don't do first dates going out to dinner, especially if I choose to like date more frequently than I have. No. It's too much, okay? It's too much. So, at least, right? They're offering you food. Most of these losers aren't even like wanting to put that much money investment into date one. So if they're not even going to invest in you in date one, most of these men fucking try to trick you and say, oh, well, I want to see how you're like to see if you're worth it. I'm not even kidding. I had this one man. I got to go pull up the text. I'll probably make a TikTok of this recently now that I remember this loser. He had originally offered me dinner. I wasn't interested. He went like quiet for a little bit. He hits me up again and says something like, oh, I want to take you out to coffee to see if you're the type of woman, get this, motherfucker, to see if you're the type of woman that is worth me giving 100%. Get the fuck out my face, bitch, with that shit. Get, what? The audacity. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, bro. What are you? You got the wrong bitch, let me tell you. You got the wrong bitch. Okay? So that clearly didn't go anywhere. Clearly didn't go anywhere. Okay? Because that loser was saying, let me see if you're worth it. If you don't realize that I'm worth it, why? Because you're stealing my fucking resources. My finite resources that literally I could be putting towards whatever else I want in my life. And you want me to give you this for what? So you can see if I'm worth 100% of you, bro. Don't even play. But these loser men are gonna fucking play in your face that way. And what? Most women don't realize that they're playing in their face. Most women are gonna be like self-conscious about it. They're gonna get in their feelings. They're gonna start questioning themselves because what? They don't realize their self-worth. They haven't embodied their self-worth. They haven't embodied their self-respect. To realize that someone is playing in your face, okay? Because men and women are going to play in your face. Have you noticed? Have you noticed? So if you're ready to become a Blueprint Babe, if you do purchase, make sure you come back and let me know. I know you're going to start indulging in it pretty quickly, but at least let me know so I can say, hey, welcome, okay? Because most women will dip for a while. I'm like, I saw a purchase come through. Who is it? Who is it? And they're like, oh, I've been reading. I was like, yeah, I figured. Okay. So choose your adventure. It's a one-time purchase today with the the discount code BB30. So it's $127 one-time purchase, or you can join the community. You get my system, but you also get to text me anytime in our Discord, right? You just drop it in the chat and I'm there to respond to you. I create extra content to support you from different creators. I also offer weekly group coachings every Tuesday and Wednesday. So anytime you need anything, you want a profile audit, you want me to read your screenshot, you need a script, all the things. That's what you get, those extras in the community. That's a 6-month commitment, $57 a month. Okay, that's less than $2 a day. I think it's literally like $1.90. Okay, $1.90. So what questions do we have? Drop it in the chat. And if you do become a Blueprint Babe, let me know so I can welcome you. Okay. They also lie and push for a relationship quickly. So most men push for a relationship quickly. Why? So they can lock you down and they don't have to work as hard. It's easier for them. They don't have to compete. Let them go. You said he originally offered you dinner though. Yeah, I know. He did originally offer me dinner. And I told him that was boring because it is boring. Okay. What do you think of LDR, long distance relationship? It'll work if you figure out how to make it work, right? I personally have not been in a long distance relationship. Same though, really. It's just you're clearly not seeing them in person, but obviously it would be the same thing. So Yes, so he offered me dinner originally, and I always say no to dinner dates, okay? Offered me dinner. Second offer was indoor rock climbing. I don't do that shit, so I said no thank you. And then his third offer was going to this art museum. So originally, last night, we are going to go to this art museum. However, we were meeting at 7 and they closed at 4. So that wasn't going to work. The day before, I was already very low energy, and yesterday I just didn't want to get out of my bubble. Okay? Didn't want to get out of my bubble. Hi, we got a Blueprint Babe in the house. Apple Pie. Apple Pie is a Blueprint Babe. We got a Blueprint Babe in Canada in here. Now we got a Blueprint Babe out in the UK. Apple Pie is out in London. She just became a Blueprint Babe the other night. How's that going, babe? Hi, why no dinner dates? I personally have been wined and dined to a level that I can't get here. So I'm used to wining and dining out in Miami Beach. I live in Pinellas County in the Tampa Bay area, and everything that is here are mom and pop or chains. Okay. So it's not the same level. There's some higher end restaurants, but again, I didn't want to get out of my bubble. Literally, I went to the chain that's right in the strip mall, right in front of my apartment complex. I literally didn't go fucking anywhere yesterday, and I fucking loved it. Okay. I loved it. Because I wanted a steak, because we weren't going to do the art thing anyway. So I'm like, well, I wasn't in the mood to try new food because I'm very picky. I'm very particular, right? I knew that if I went to this place, I've been there, that was like my third time, okay? And it's always been good. So I'm like, okay, I can try so that I'm going to have a decent meal here. They overcooked my steak, but that's a story for another time, okay? That's a story for another time. It is what it is, okay? Alrighty, so that's the reason I do it. And also, first dates, depending on how often you're doing first dates, if you're going out to eat a lot, that's high calorie. High calorie. Dating sites or meeting in real life, both. So phase 1 of my system, I teach you, first and foremost, you need to get on the dating apps regardless, okay? You're going to be doing it all, online and on the dating apps. So I tell you what pictures and what words to put up. Hi, you went up on the price. So actually, I raised the price. You did notice. Yes. So the price was lower because that was my entry level for my founding members. So that entry level was for founding members. Now that we have our founding members, we have a bunch of fantastic reviews. We have that taken care of, but also I'm updating it. So I'm refining the system. We have Blueprint 1.0, 2.0 is on the way. So it's elevated. So that is part of, 1, it was already at a very, very, very low entry level. Now it's at still a very low entry level for a refined product. Okay, what's not boring to you? So dates that I like to go on now, art exhibits. So that's why we were going to go to that last night, right? Art exhibits, museums, anything active. My first date with my ex-boyfriend, who I attracted with my marketing, phase 1 of my system. That's the only phase that existed in the blueprint. We went and did putt-putt golf. One of my other dates, we went bowling. I've been really wanting to go to Top Golf. That has yet to happen. But that's kind of more my like speed. Okay, yay, studying your system. Studying your great system still. I'm so glad you are enjoying it. Was he attractive? The guy last night? Yeah, I found him attractive. He was an older gentleman too. He was in his 50s, so not like old, but older. But he takes care of himself. So he looks really good for his age. Okay, so he was suggesting some ideas. What made him a loser? What are you talking about? Who's a loser? Which, I knew that. Shake my head. Which you knew that? Which you knew what? Okay, what do you think if his priority is work? We're just getting to know stage. His priority should be work. He needs money to be taking you out and giving you shit, right? You want his money, he needs to be working for it, honey. There's a difference between completely being engulfed in work and just like giving you zero attention. You're going to have to figure that out. But I teach you that in my system, right? Phase 3 is the most important phase, and you get this, okay? You get this in phase 3. Staying detached and observing investment signal. As I update to Blueprint 2.0, we're going to talk a little bit more about behavior over time. So you're going to start observing his behavior. He's going to need to work, especially if he's a high caliber man in the sense of like making that money. Very, very busy man making a lot of money. Work is life, okay? Okay? I get that. I'm very much like that, okay? But I also struggle with making sure I'm keeping in touch with people, okay? Because my focus, my resources, time, attention, building, okay? Okay, cool, active date. Yep, I like active dates. I like doing just cool, interesting, unique things. I don't want to be eating all the time, you know? The only reason, it was so funny, when he offered the date, I said, boring. He offers all these things, and then when I suggest dinner again, I called myself out. I was like, yeah, I know, boring, whatever. And he's like, I chuckled at myself when you said dinner. And I was like, I know, lame. I know, boring. But we both got to eat, I guess. So, and I really wanted my flowers because I was supposed to get flowers on Tuesday, almost got it. That date fell through though. So when the roster is rostering with my system, you're talking to multiple men, you're dating multiple men at a time. So my roster, how it worked in this past week, right? It took 7 days. Last Thursday, I had a babe that I was talking to. We had a tentative date. He was going to take me out for steak. Didn't fall. He fell through. It didn't happen. Like, we didn't make solid plans. I didn't hear from him all day Thursday, and then he pops up on Friday saying, hi, out. Date Tuesday, as I mentioned, I was supposed to get flowers on Tuesday. He was my Trader Joe's babe. Why? Because he was buying me flowers from Trader Joe's and bringing me some groceries, okay? He had bought all the shit and then says, hate to do this to you, but are you available tomorrow? My brother just called me. His car's not working. I got to go pick him up. No, babe, I'm not available tomorrow because Tuesdays and Wednesdays are my Blueprint Babe days in my community, the lab. Those are the days that I am very focused there. So he was even lucky. He was lucky that I literally cut out 2 hours of my time to give him my resources, time, attention, validation, physical presence. For what? I was willing to do that so I could get flowers and my ship from Trader Joe's. Okay? Worth it. 2 hours? Couldn't make it though. So that falls through. Okay? Thursday, last night, again, 7 days. 7 days, date 1, no steak. Okay, actually that Thursday I ended up going out and buying my own steak. Okay, so that was still fulfilled. I still got my steak last Thursday, just not from a babe. Tuesday, didn't get my groceries, didn't get any flowers. Thursday, babe, last night, I get steak and flowers from him because the roster is rostering. Okay, but most women are only talking to a man at a time, dating one man at a time. So if you were talking to the fucking loser last Thursday, you would have been in your feelings of like, why didn't he text me? Why this? Why did he go? So now he's back, and like all the fucking confusion. You know how it goes, right? It doesn't matter. Men are going to be men. They're going to do whatever they want. You let the roster. You stay detached. That's why phase 3 is the most important phase. That's why in my community, I teach and create a lot of extra content about staying in your feminine energy and staying detached. Because these men are going to do whatever the fuck they're going to do, okay? You can't control that. But what you can control is how you're observing them. And if you're choosing, you're controlling how much of your resources you're giving them. But if you don't know or have a system, you don't know how you're not going to get it. Okay? I wish you knew you were going up in price. We got in 2 weeks ago at $100. Yeah. Well, that's kind of how sales go, right, babe? However, if you want to get it, this is you wish you knew. Okay, I'm telling you now because Mr. I wish I or Mrs. I wish I knew. Choose your adventure. You get the blueprint. Normally it's $157. 2.0 is $157. Today, with my discount code, you get it for $127. Okay? So get it $30 off before it goes up. Apple Pie did the same thing. Okay? Apple Pie, notice that the price went up, okay? But Apple Pie, as soon as she saw that discount come up, she was the first one to purchase, okay? Because she noticed the same shit you did, okay? That's what's going to happen. Okay. As I continue to refine the blueprint, it's going to go up. Why? Because it's already, right? It's already at a very, very, very underpriced. It is super underpriced for what it is. Super underpriced. And not only that, you're going to make your money up anyways. If you apply the system and you do it accordingly, Blueprint Babes are making their money up in days. Days. Okay? Double, triple. Days. So, depending on where you are and your level of confidence and willingness to apply it, invest in yourself and you're going to see that return in investment. And guess what? You're going to see it from not just one man, but multiple men, and not just right now, literally for the rest of your life. The rest of your life. So if you don't think $127 purchase one time today, or $57 for 6 months, less than $2 a day for the next 6 months is worth it, you know, I can easily change the price tomorrow, because $157 is still, one, very accessible, and two, very underpriced. Very, very underpriced. So enjoy the discount while it's here, because that $30 off, that discount code, I don't know how long I'm going to have it. Okay. If I decide to finish updating the blueprint to 2.0 by tomorrow, it's gone tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow, maybe 2 days, maybe 2 weeks. It won't be 2 months because that's too far. I'm going to do my best to get it done within a month. Yeah, Apple Pie got the discount. Yeah, as soon as she got the discount, she was like, I got it. Yep. So 2 guys on my roster. He bought everything I wanted. I haven't even paid. Love that. Was going to buy the 107. Left it too late. Yep. Hear me out. I did not buy the program yet, but he got 2 dudes on the roster giving me so much time. Men giving you time is worthless, babe. Worthless. Okay. Worthless care. He's giving you monopoly money. If men are giving you time and attention, that's monopoly money. Okay. You don't want that. That's useless. Okay. I love this. Question, did you create this or are you the founder? Both. All of the above. I'm the founder. I'm the creator. It's called the blueprint because it's me. You get 20 years of my life. You get all of my relationships. You get my understanding of dating, apps, staying detached, learning all these things. You also get my career because I'm teaching you sales and marketing in this system, because at the end of the day, you also get my education, which is in psychology, sociology, economics, and certified health and wellness coach. So you get a very, very, very simple, streamlined, easy to apply system that comes through that lens. And again, it's called the blueprint because it's a living, breathing document. As I mentioned, we're updating it to 2.0. And I keep saying we because I say we as in like the community. It's literally just me doing all this work. However, because I have the community of Blueprint Babes, they're the ones that have been saying, hey, how do I do this? Hey, do you have more scripts for this? Hey, X, Y, and Z. So that has helped me refine it, because without them applying it, you would have just had my perspective, which has been amazing. Don't get me wrong. These Blueprint Babes are getting immediate, overnight, life-changing results. Their words, not mine. I just ordered it, girl. Congratulations, Blueprint Babe. What's your name so I don't have to call you user? Okay. I can say it over here, but I want to make sure that, I don't know. You don't have to tell me your name. If you want to stay anonymous, I understand. I respect that. Okay. I will not say your government name unless you drop it in the chat. Okay, now when you update it, I will receive access to the updates. Yeah, forever and always. So if it goes up to Blueprint 20.0, you'll get all 20 updates. Okay, I don't foresee it getting that far because it's already like a very streamlined system. However, there's going to be additions. Okay, I don't know how many, but what is coming in the Blueprint updating is I'm updating the safety protocols. I'm updating for women who are already in relationship or get into relationship after roster dating, because that's important. I'm also going to be updating scripts so you understand the importance of them and how to use them, because you're not memorizing them. You're using scripts as a filtering system. When you ask these questions using these scripts, these men are going to give you data. And the answer that they give you, you're either going to say yes or no. If you say no, they vet themselves out. When they say yes, you're like, okay, he's leaning more towards possibly, potentially being something worth it. But if you don't have these questions, you're just asking, getting to know men, you're wasting your fucking time. And you're going to burn out because what? Men are very demanding, have you noticed, of your time, attention, validation, physical presence, all the way up to the cookie, okay? And these are finite resources. You need these resources to get shit done out in the world. Have you noticed? Time, attention, that's where your focus is, okay? No, I mean buying me shit. What do you mean buying you shit? Huh? Hear me out. I did not buy the program yet, but 2 dudes and the rest are giving me so much time. Yeah, buying you shit? Yeah, if they're buying you shit, great. But are they buying you shit? Are they making your life easier? Or are they stressing you out? Are they keeping your nervous system regulated? Or are they scaring you, freaking you out, interrogating you, doing all that shit? Because even though he's buying you shit, giving you money, that money is never worth putting your safety and health in danger. Okay? So welcome, Blueprint Babe. I'm so excited to have you. Stay, girl. How much did you have that mentality? I admire that so much, girl. 20 years. 20 years. The Blueprint took me 20 years. It's literally 20 years of my life. It's me marrying my high school sweetheart, my trust fund baby high school sweetheart, and the fucking mistake that was, okay? I married into wealth. I did it successfully. I loved his family. Let me take that back. I love this man very much. I never thought that I married for love. Okay. I never thought that no other man would ever find me attractive. I thought he was the only man that would ever find me attractive, and that was the only man that I would ever love. Boy, was I stupid. Okay. So when I left that, got into different relationships, and then decided to stay single. I was single, but on the dating apps for 7 years in Miami Beach. From like 32, 33, I just turned 40 in January. I'm now in the Tampa Bay area. I attracted my ex-boyfriend with this system. We were together last holiday season for 6 months. I never drove anywhere, never bought anything. He invested $5,000 in me, cash and bills paid. In that 6 months, okay? However, what I learned in that relationship, that even though he invested, he stressed me the fuck out and he put me in scary situations, okay? And I realized that's not worth it. So by the time that relationship ended, it probably lasted 3 months longer than it should have, okay? And probably even longer than that. Honestly, we probably shouldn't have been together, okay? But my lessons are now your blessings. Why? Because that's how the Blueprint was born. No joke. So in that relationship, after everything, I was like, okay, I've been doing this, trying to date for marriage. That shit ain't working. I'm fucking not doing that shit anymore. I'm roster dating, bitch. I'm dating like a man. I'm done. And guess what? It's been the best decision of my life. I have been treated like a queen by every man. My standards are higher than they've ever been. Even with my ex-boyfriend, I didn't get queen treatment date 1. Okay? Now, that is my standard. Every date that I have, they come and pick me up. They open my door because they're gentlemen. They buy me flowers, and then they go take me wherever the fuck we're going. Whether it's an activity, an outing, and occasionally dinner. Okay? So if you become a Blueprint Babe, right, if you're interested, tap the banner below. Choose your adventure. It's a one-time purchase. Today, if you use the discount code, it is $127. As soon as I update it to Blueprint 2.0, it will be officially $157. So enjoy the $30 discount, okay? Or you can join my community. It is a 6-month commitment. It is $57 a month. You get my system, but you also get to text me at any time. Anytime you drop a question in the chat, anything, I'm there to respond. You also get weekly group coaching Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And then I create content to support you. So right now I'm creating a lot of content about staying in your feminine energy so his masculine switch can stay on. I'm teaching you a lot about how to stay detached because that's the hardest thing for all people. Phase 3 of my system is the most important phase. Most important phase. The most important phase is staying detached and observing investment signals, and Blueprint 2.0, it's going to add more behavior. Because now we're talking more about behavior. Why? You're vetting for men who aren't going to dysregulate your nervous system. And their behavior is what is going to yes or no dysregulate or not dysregulate, right? How are my sales going? They're going great. I'm not even concerned about my sales. What I'm concerned about is Blueprint Babes getting results. Okay. So now we have a lot of Blueprint Babes that have recently joined. And that's exciting because this information is literally life-changing. Is it AI? No, this is my system. It's called the Blueprint because it's 20 years of my life. Okay. Did I use AI to help me write a little bit of it? Yeah, of course. We all do that shit. But it's my creation. No one knows this system. Why? Because they don't know how to use the apps. I know how to use the apps because I've been on the apps for like 7-8 years now. Okay. I teach you how to use the apps because I've learned and dated so many men, especially using the apps, and have been wined and dined by countless of men. I can teach you how to turn on the switch. AI can't teach you that shit. AI can't teach you from psychology, sociology, economics, and a health coaching lens. That's what you get in the Blueprint. You don't even realize you get that. You also get my sales and marketing career because that's what I teach you in phase 1, marketing. This is all psychology, economics, okay? Sociology. So, all right. So, Queen Treatment, date 1, right? Thank you, Big Sis, for such a testimony. You're so welcome. It's much better. I'm listening to you. I'm so good. Glad to hear. My name is Rita. Welcome, Rita. Rita is our most recent Blueprint Babe. And guess what? Rita was a wise woman and enjoyed the $30 discount. The $30 discount. So good about updates. Yes. Yeah. So the updates are coming. I'm still kind of piecing it together in here. Like I know certain things for sure. I've already sketched out for women who are already in a relationship. Why? I have a woman in my community, the lab, who found me in alive. She was broken up with her boyfriend at the time. They're back together. But she had already invested in the 6 months. So she's like, well, how do I even use this system? And I was like, well, I didn't even think about that. But of course she can use this system. Why? He's still a man. It's the same. It's the same shit. You just apply it a little bit differently. Why? You're only dealing with one man. And he thinks that he gets all of your resources, but he doesn't. Like every other man out there. Okay? So that is going to be coming into the Blueprint. Update relationships, update on safety protocol, update on applying the scripts, update and understanding the importance of the scripts as well. Yeah, for sure. That's what I know. Always says these dudes are absolutely paying my bills. I hope they are. I'm doing what you said. I love that you're doing what I said. I'm glad. I love women that are being able, like getting queen treatment, men taking care of their shit. My only hope and prayer is that they're not stressing you out. They're not putting you in unsafe, they're not making you feel unsafe because these men can get scary sometimes. Have you noticed? Okay, do you help out of the US? Yeah, we're an international community. We're all over the globe. We're all over the globe. So we have Apple Pie is in here. Apple Pie, I don't remember if you want me to say your government name or not. If you're cool with your government name, drop it in the chat. But Apple Pie bought what? Yesterday, the day before. She's out in the UK. Christina, I don't know if she's still in here. She's a Blueprint Babe. She's out in Canada. I also have babes, lots of babes in the UK, Canada. Where else do we have? France, Spain, heavily US because that's where I'm here. I'm based here. And I'd have to go check where else. Oh, Australia. Yeah. 2 days ago. 2 days ago. I'm new, excited to learn. Hi, welcome. Just don't lie. Yeah, you should never lie to these men. There's no reason to. Okay? Part of safety protocols is just telling them, yeah, I'm talking to multiple people, seeing multiple people. But here's the thing, it's like a given, because why? My system really teaches you that introductory phase. The first message, first hello out in the wild to the first date. Okay? It's a given that you're probably talking to other people, dating other people. This is date 1. Okay? Date 1. So that makes sense, right? Okay, so what other questions do we have? If you're ready to become a blueprint babe like Apple Pie and Rita, choose your adventure. You can do the one-time purchase and enjoy $30 discount, because once 2.0 comes out, it will be officially $157. So today, one-time purchase, $127 for the system. You can apply it on your own and get fabulous results. You can go read the reviews. We can read them now. I just don't feel like yapping about them, right? Read the reviews. The reviews are always linked at the top of my bio. I just recently updated them, so there's a lot up there now. Or you can join my community. You get the system, but you also get to text me at any time. We're over on Discord. You drop your questions in the chat, your screenshots, your this, your that, I'm there, okay? You also get other women doing the same thing. So you see how I am advising them in their situation. You may be able to advise them too. That's why we're there for each other. In addition to that, you get weekly group coaching, Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And normally that following week, the rest of the week after group coaching, I start designing extra content, pulling from different creators to help support you, okay? To help support you. So that is a 6-month commitment, $57 a month. So that's less than $2 a day. It's like $1.90 a day. Mm-hmm. You can apply that in real life, not just apps, for sure. Yeah, for sure. You're talking to a man. The difference is that instead of you're texting him this shit, you're literally talking to him. That's all. Every single woman who ever lost an honest man was lying. Oh my gosh, someone's bitching. Oh my God, I don't need a bitching man. It's 10:30 in the morning, sir. I've pulled an all-nighter. Don't piss me off, okay? Don't piss me off today. Because if you piss me off today, I'm going to fucking make this a TikTok, okay? Don't piss me off. Take your bitching somewhere else. I don't need to hear a bitching man at 10:30 in the morning. I haven't even finished my coffee yet, okay? And I pulled an all-nighter. Get out of here. Don't even start with me. Don't even start with me, okay? I don't care what it is for you. You're in my life. I care what it is for me. You're in my world. You're in my universe right now, okay? The only people I care about are the women in here, the men who actually add value, and of course, most importantly, my blueprint babes. Because those are the ones that matter, okay? Not men who complain, because those are the fucking worst. Go complain to your mama. Or even worse, go complain to your dad. But guess what? He's just going to tell you to shut the fuck up and man up, okay? Because if he didn't, I just did, okay? All right, next. All right. Alrighty, what other questions do we have? What other questions do we have? Oh, I can't with men this morning. No sleep, not enough coffee. I don't even. That's like a threat. Get out of here with your bullshit. You're still here. Okay, so what other questions do we have? Drop it in the chat. If you're ready to become a blueprint babe, choose your adventure. You can do the one-time purchase, get the $30 off, or you can join my community. It is a 6-month commitment, $57 a month, and that is like $1.90 a day for 6 months. So one-time purchase, $127, or 6 months, 6-month commitment, $57 a month, okay? Okay, so what other questions do we have? What other questions do we have? Okay. If you do become a blueprint babe, drop it in the chat. If we don't have too many questions, I may just jump off for a bit and come back a little bit later. But I want to make sure that I'm hanging out, for a bit. Make sure that you guys are getting value. and answering your questions. Okay. Okay. Oh, the guy with the drums. The girl, this man was playing his drums and showing me his jewelry collection. He's a jeweler. That sounds pretty hot. A jeweler? I like that. I don't know about the whole drum thing. That sounds annoying. I'm not gonna yuck your yum though, okay? He is a jeweler, so I'll give him that. I'll give him that, okay? I'll give him that. Maybe he can ice you up, right? What else is that jeweler gonna be worth besides making a lot of noise? I better look good if you're gonna make that much noise, babe, okay? I haven't had sleep. I haven't had sleep. Okay. All right, I think I'm gonna hang out for a little bit. I'll be back a little bit later. If you're not following yet, please follow. We are growing exponentially, not just followers here, and of course our Blueprint Babes, but I've expanded onto other platforms. So my older roster content that really started this about 3-4 months ago, I'm now pushing that out onto other platforms. So thank you so much. I am now on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. So if you want to catch up on that old content, that's going to be posted over there. I'm going to have to sprinkle in some current stuff, so it's not all old. Not that it's old, it's new over there. You just don't have to scroll so much further back here. All my lives now, I'm downloading and they're uploaded over onto YouTube as well. So I have shorts and long format over on YouTube, which is a lot of fun too. What else? Interesting thing is on Instagram, it's my old Instagram account. So you'll see all of my old health coach content and my life out in Miami Beach, because I documented that. I loved my life in Miami Beach. So you get to see that all at the same handle, her quantum self. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, all the same. Thank God. I was so excited that worked out. Okay. It was meant to be. So that's getting updated. I think I have like 2-3 videos up there now, a few shorts. Instagram, plenty of content to binge over there. When it comes to health coaching stuff, Miami Beach stuff, dating stuff is new. And that is going to be updating every day. All right, friends. Well, thank you so much for the support. Hopefully I see you on different platforms. And if not, I hope that you follow here and that I see you next time. And of course, have fun, my new Blueprint Babes, Apple Pie, Rita, thank you so much. If you do want to become a Blueprint Babe, remember to get that discount code BB30. I can't guarantee how long it's going to be out, but at least you get $30 until you don't. Okay? So enjoy it while it lasts. The link is always at the top of my bio. Choose your adventure. $30 off, one-time purchase, $127, or you can join the community. It is a 6-month commitment, $57 a month. And that is $1.90 a day for 6 months. Alrighty, friends. Thanks so much for hanging out. Ciao.